All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Tone Vays, coming to you live early this morning based on New York time because I am in gorgeous Malta. What was that? Do you guys hear me okay? We're back to the wireless mics. We're back to the AI camera, the one that I lost in Mexico, left in Mexico, but I had a backup camera that I bought during like Amazon Prime Day or something. So always have a backup ready. I'm a little washed out, but you guys don't need to see me. We can zoom the camera in right there. So you guys can kind of see my background. I think it's better over there. I'll try to go down tomorrow so I can be in full sun. I'm kind of on a terrace. Oh, zoomed in too much. Hold on. Let's zoom out. Let's zoom out. Come on, zoom out. Doesn't like me anymore. There we go. All right. I shouldn't even be in this picture. I'm like ruining it. Anyway, I can come up closer to the camera and then you guys can see me. All right, let's go to the charts. Scenery aside, a little bit earlier this morning. Let's see how we're doing on the live views. Ooh, not a good hour to stream. I'm only at about 150 live viewers. But that's okay. There will be a private Q&A following this stream. But I think I might do something different going into end of year. I'm not sure the private Q&As are ideal. I have something else in mind, but those that are in the private Q&As, you guys will have access till the end of the year. And after that, we might change things up a bit. All right, let's go to the charts, see what's going on. Also keeping an eye on your live chat. AI camera's annoying. No, it's useful. It doesn't work very well when I'm like washed out in the light. But you guys get the nice background view. And I hope you get to hear the ocean. Actually, it's the sea, not the ocean. I'm in the Mediterranean. Okay. So the week has come to an end. And we have just started a new week, and it is not starting off on a very good foot. So let's look at the RSI. RSI still looks okay. Let's look at the MACD. The MACD is starting to cross into trouble, but not that bad yet. And the CMF is not that bad yet either. Let's look at the price action. The price action is slightly troublesome. I do think that we are going to turn around this week. We'll talk about that when we come to the daily scale. The pullback is not, the end of the world. We have a 20-period moving average right here. And this 20-period moving average is about to start knocking out some of these early candles and replacing them with these candles, which is why in a couple of weeks, we should reverse the fate of the 20-period moving average and avoid a very painful death cross with the 50-period moving average on a weekly scale. We are now in the red on the MRI on a weekly scale, which is unfortunate because we didn't get to an MRI sell on the MRI on a weekly scale. We flipped the counts last week, basically. But the Lucid SARs are still bullish. We're still above 2 of the moving averages. And based on Consensio, well, we did lower the bullish allocation over a week ago when this candle was closing lower than 2 moving averages and they were crossing each other. So now we are at a negative allocation, and this allocation would go completely bearish if we were to cross the next moving average. So now that we've opened even lower, it's possible to lower this allocation still. But remember, this is 100% bullish allocation. Right here is where it goes, it starts to go bullish here. So we're still far enough away from being having done a big mistake by going bullish. Okay, so this is kind of how yeah, there's more stuff in between that I didn't really add yet. And that's pretty much either a full cash position or a full bearish position right there. Or you can wait till the break of the prior swing low, either way. Or this is when you have a shorting opportunity. So there's lots of things you can do here. Okay. So this is the Consensio chart, and this looks bad. We have a new low close. We do not yet have a new swing low, but I am anticipating a new swing low tomorrow or the next day. And let's talk about our most important chart. Our most important chart is the daily chart. Now, about 12 hours ago, we were breaking 46,000. And while we did close above the moving average, we very quickly fell back below it. And the golden cross is coming. And the price is in the vicinity of the golden cross. But right now, we are working on a very nasty daily candle. Now, this candle still has 12 hours to go. And we'll see where this candle closes. But I do not like this nature of sitting here at the lowest daily possible close. Now, we managed to avoid a new swing low, but we only managed to avoid it by a few dollars. And that's not very relevant to me. This is a clean double bottom, and it is most likely to be broken. I like these arrows that I drew the other day. I think there's going to be a few more days of downside, and we should get that low coming in at around 43,000 before the big upswing. So I do think the big upswing is coming. Right now, I remain very cautious, looking for the perfect buying opportunity with the MRI. I was hoping the MRI would get us into a sell position at around 55 before the pullback into 46. The pullback started a little bit earlier, and therefore it should end a little bit lower based on price. Yes, golden cross is coming. I agree. Well, golden cross is always lagging the price. Not this time. This time, well, it's supposed to be lagging the price. It's kind of how they work. But this time around, the price could be sitting below the golden cross, which is probably a very good buying opportunity. Very good buying opportunity. Let's look at the funding rate. I'm sure it favors the bulls, and it does still favor the bulls. I'm not a big fan of the RSI right here, and I'm not a big fan of the MACD. Some of these metrics will need to turn around, and the CMF is near zero. Right now, I am very focused on the MRI, and in order to get that MRI, we just need to hold steady here, but I don't want to see an MRI in consolidation. Of course, there's nothing wrong with seeing MRI in consolidation. This is a borderline MRI in consolidation, but there was a spike down right the day before the MRI. So I can certainly see a repeat of this situation. We're in a very similar environment to what happened back in July. It's crazy how we're already in the middle of September. A lot of time has passed, and this to me looks incredibly similar. Look at our candles 5 and 6 right here. These are also candles 5 and 6. This is candles 7 and 8, and this is our candle 7. So of the MRI trend. So it's very, very similar. And I would like to see a spike down tomorrow or the next day, taking us into that $43,000 range with a big follow through to the upside then after. That's what I'm looking at. The 1 hour chart, look at a beautiful MRI buy in the last hour. And look at the beautiful MRI sell on the hourly chart here on September 11th. And then a beautiful MRI buy right here. I see that chopper behind me going through. I'll give you guys a view of my background right after. Let me see if there's any people joining the private Q&A. Yeah, there are those that are in the European time zones. I'll check the triangle on a 4 hour, but the MRI has been very solid on the 1 hour scales. Perfect sell, perfect buy, and right here, another perfect buy on the MRI. So did we get out of the woods? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I still think one more low is coming in. Here is the 4 hour chart. I don't see that many I don't see much of a triangle formation. I think this is, I got too many lines. Let me get rid of some of this stuff. It's just getting cluttered. Charts are getting cluttered. I'm just gonna get rid of all of this. We're gonna take a look at it with a fresh slate. Look how we're beautifully holding the MRI support line. I just don't like this consolidation. I just think there will be one more low coming in. We just started a new MRI downward count on the 4 hour. It's very likely the support will break. I don't like the fact how many times we bounced off of this support. I do think this is a bit of a short-term support. One more swing low and a chance to pick up Bitcoin mid this week in the low $40,000 range. Yeah, the water behind me looks great for a dip. I'm not a great swimmer. I really should stay away from the open sea and ocean water, but I'll jump into it. All right, Bitcoin dominance is not looking very well. There's just still so much stupid out there that it's holding Bitcoin back. What would need to happen on the chart for you to change from bull to fully long-term bear? A lot of bad stuff would have to happen. A lot. We would have to lose the 50-period moving average. Look, I just don't believe we're in a bear market. I believe we're in a bull market. And it's beautiful. I think we can bounce right off of this stuff in the low $40,000 range and have that double top. Remember, guys, I believe we are repeating 2013. I believe we are repeating 2013. We had a high in the $65,000 range. We had a low in the $30,000 range. And now we are right smack here. We rallied from the $30,000 low. I mean, I'm just like, it's very similar, eerie similar. Look, we top in 2013 in April. Let me zoom out like this. Oh boy. All right, let me make this chart bigger. This chart is getting cluttered as well. Look, we top in 2013 in April. We top in 2020 in April-ish. I think it was April, actually. Then we bottom. Well, technically, we bottom right away, but realistically, we bottom. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not April. My bad. Wow. We're here. We're comparing here. We top in 2013 in April. We top in 2020 in April. we bottom the longer term bottom, not the short term bottom. The longer term bottom comes in July. When did we bottom in 2020? Well, guess what? It was also July. Then we make the secondary top in September. Here it is in September. And then we had this drop in early October, October 1st, we had that final low before the big slingshot to the upside. And here we come into October. So I think we're going to make this low next week, or worst case scenario, early October. We're literally repeating 2013. Like almost to the day, we're repeating 2013. And we're actually stronger here because we have the support of the 50-period moving average, where here we stayed very far above the 50-period moving average. So the support is actually stronger. And then we very swiftly broke out, but we did not break out above the prior high of the April high until November. So we may not break 64,000 in November, till November. But we can go from 64,000 to 100,000 in a few weeks. That's how fast we moved back here in November, December. Now, I don't think we're going to quadruple the prior high because that's what happened. This is 250 bucks. This is over $1,000 bucks. So we went 4x from mid-November until mid-December. So every week we were like doubling. We not doubling, but we just like added that. We're not gonna, I don't think that's gonna happen. But so far, we are fully on track to repeat 2013. But I think this is just gonna be slower. So a low $40,000 low coming in either next week, or it could get dragged out into the extension phase of the MRI into early October. And then we break this area of 50,000 by mid-October, mid to late October. We break 65,000 by early November, and then we're probably hovering above 100,000 by end of December. So I'm still holding to my view that we break 100,000 in December, going into the year, going into end of year. All right, we have a super chat from Malad. Falling wedge on the 4-hour. I don't like wedges. I'm not a wedge trader. Do you think low exchange reserves are the cause of low volume? Yeah. People taking coins out of exchanges. Yes, that is true. Let's go back to that 4-hour because I didn't really see a descending triangle on a 4-hour. I don't see that much of a descending triangle. Maybe, not really. But I don't like this formation at all. I do think that we're gonna have one more swing down. All right, real quick, peek at traditional markets. This is not gonna open very well in the pre-market. Though, pre-market price is higher than the last closing price, which is interesting. Maybe the premium finally starting to rise. Oh, didn't mean to move that. I'm still hopeful on gold. Let's see how it opens. Today is Monday, so pre-market on a Monday is not really the best judge of price. Oil, I am bullish on oil, guys. It's time. It is absolute time. We had the daily MRI sell. We did not go down. We just went 1 to 4 candles down. We're breaking out. Inflation on oil is going to rear its ugly head. Everyone makes money when oil goes up. Your life becomes worse when oil goes up. It's time for oil to break 100. And the S&P. I really thought the S&P, I'm not that bullish on the S&P yet. We need to take a wait and see approach. I still think we can go a little bit smidge lower. I would become bullish on the S&P when the MRI becomes bullish on the S&P. The MRI is still bearish on the S&P. So I'll hold in there, but the Arun has done very well, and the Arun tells you to stay bullish on the S&P. Weekly chart, we have to wait and see. This one hasn't adjusted yet. All right, I'm going to move on to the private Q&A, guys. Please join us in Dubai for the Understanding Bitcoin conference. Takes place in exactly 1 month. And if you want to stick around Dubai and head over to Ras Al Khaimah, UAE, we're going to do the financial summit November 6 to 12. Understanding Bitcoin has its own YouTube channel, which is going to be a little tricky to find, but please find it and check out the videos from 2019. They were absolutely excellent. Keep you posted on Unconfiscatable. Keep you posted on my calendar as well. Everything is happening in October. I will be updating it this week with the latest conferences I am speaking at. We passed block number 700,000. I'm gonna send a tweet out. I think I need to calculate when we're gonna cross block 1 million. And I wonder what's going to happen first, block 1 million or $1 million Bitcoin. I'm really curious. I'm going to send out a Twitter poll. All right, guys, it is time for the private Q&A. Unfortunately, there won't be any more entries to the private Q&A. Private Q&A will last till the end of the year, and then I have other ideas. Yeah, it just became a little bit inconvenient for me. But we are going to keep the private Q&As going till the end of the year. If you want to support, you can support with purchasing the MRI indicator or the educational on-demand videos. Maybe next year, I'll bring back the in-person workshops. We will see. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. And if you're in Malta, find a way to shoot me a message. I'll be here for at least a week. Not many people here. Always ready for a steak or some good seafood. We're right on the Mediterranean, so seafood here is absolutely excellent. All right, guys. I'm gonna show you the view one more time. Are we on the AI? Is the camera gonna move with me? Or did I lock it in? I might have locked it in. That's okay. Let me get up. I'm gonna grab, actually, I'm gonna keep it locked in. I'm gonna grab the camera. I'm gonna show you guys the view. See how long my cord is. There's the view. By the way, I am staying at the Westin, and it is a beautiful hotel, absolutely beautiful. Shout out to the general manager, name is Michael of the Westin. If you guys come to the Westin, say hi to Michael. And the assistant general manager is also Michael. They have been absolutely excellent. I am a Marriott property traveler. I really like the Marriott Platinum and Titanium rewards. And they really took care of me nicely here. And picked up a few fans. So, Mr. Michael, you're running an amazing resort. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it. I will be staying here. And if I'm going to try to bring Understanding Bitcoin back to Malta. And when we do, this will probably be the good the spot to do it in, because it's just absolutely beautiful here, guys. Absolutely beautiful. Check out the views. All right, I'm gonna be hanging out there later or tomorrow. Lots of work to do today. All right, I'm gonna put the camera back. I'll try to do a video from down there somewhere tomorrow. Maybe later in the afternoon for the New York crowd. Thank you all for watching, guys, and see you all on the next one. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys. They have like really nice suites. I mean, I'm up on a balcony, but if you look down, I'm sure there's nobody down there. Check out the suites down there. They have like their own private plunge pools. right in front of the Mediterranean Sea. It's absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. The rooms are really, really cool too. Like my room has like a kitchen. Maybe I can show it to you. Hold on. Oh, the wireless mics is great. There. Like here's the room. That's like the living room and the kitchen, and the bedroom was like back there behind the TV. And this suite has two bathrooms. A bathroom behind the kitchen, and then there's a huge bathroom like behind where that mirror is. You guys can see that. Can you see that? I don't know how the light is. So it's really, really, really cool room. If you ever come to Malta, definitely stay at the Westin. All right, I'm gonna end the public stream, and we're gonna do a little bit of private stream later, guys.